First of all, we already have a cap, correct? What is that based on, the current cap?
Well, not much, because it didn't work. Even when the times were good, we never even reached that cap. And I think everyone recognized that the people overspent in the past. It's a very common sense idea. Again, it's let's make sure that we don't overspend when times are good, because when you overspend, you take money out of the private sector's hands. More importantly, you take money out of people's pockets. We don't want to see that happen. We want to put reserves aside and always have flexibility, of course, but the idea is not overspend when times are good. Candidly, I've been working on this plan for 11 years. I actually passed it when I was a freshman in the House. It was always the Senate holding up, and I think it's a symbol of where the Senate is today. It is much more fiscally conservative. That was our goal, and we've moved in that direction on health care reform, on teachers, helping teachers get paid more in the long run, and finally the idea of smart cap. It is a fiscally conservative place because at the end of the day, the way you create jobs is by freeing up the private sector and encouraging economic as well as educational development.
If I may, though, because I think this is an important idea, and you've been working on it a long time. The smart cap, how would it work? What's the formula?
Sure. The way it works is that in a given year, you only can increase the spending by as much as a family is increasing their spending, no more.
By their income.
And so let's say that their income increased by 3%. We could only spend 3% more. Any other additional revenues that came into the government will go into what we call a rainy day fund, and they'll stay there. And it will not be used unless we have an economic downturn. If we're able to build up a 10% reserve, we'll automatically provide tax relief, again, putting it back into the economy. That's the kind of common sense that we think works. We think the idea is that you don't spend all your money just because you happen to have a good year. Put some in the bank because, again, this is a business cycle, and we all really recognize that. And you have the flexibility. God forbid there's a hurricane, you can draw on those reserves. But again, we're putting a higher threshold so that we don't overspend when times are good. That's all we're trying to do. And again, the voters, not elected officials, but the voters will have the final say in November 2012.
Mr. Speaker, I notice you're nodding like you are in agreement. Is this an idea that will likely find approval in the House?
Yes, certainly there's broad support for the concept in the House, and I also want to compliment something that President Haridopolos in the Senate did, which is tried to adjust the concept from an inflexible cap to, I think, what he and I refer to as a smart cap. The House always has a slightly different approach, but the concept we support wholeheartedly, and I have pretty good optimism that that'll get done before the end of session.
I guess the only criticism in general that I've read is that what you mentioned, Mr. President, is that if we have a severe catastrophe or natural catastrophe, that because there are extraordinary votes required in the current concept, in order to lift the cap, that there might not be an adequate response time to address those kinds of catastrophes. What's your response to that?
It's a flexible cap. It provides for those opportunities for a supermajority vote, but again, we're trying to provide stability for taxpayers for a change. They need to have that stability in order to increase spending beyond their ability to pay for it. There should be a supermajority. And I think we've shown already in the last few years when there are difficult times, there is a supermajority of voters, whether it be in the Senate or the House, in our case 24 or 27 votes, depending on the circumstance. But that's common sense. You want to provide stability. I mean, that's how we're really going to create jobs. This is why Dean has done such a great job on looking at Medicaid reform. He's done a great job on looking at the smart cap proposal. It's providing that stability. When you offer stability, whether it be to a family when the child's growing up or a business knowing that finally the government's not going to extract more than they can afford, they're going to grow jobs and opportunities as opposed to wondering what's going to happen. That's when capital stays on the sidelines and not in the economy.